ETS test. Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
I just saw some signs at the supermarket for the annual town fair. I see it's going to be held at Thompson Park this year.
I guess the fair's grown so popular that it had to be moved to a new location. Wyckoff Field just isn't big enough to hold everyone who wants to attend.
That makes sense. Last year it was so crowded. The parking area was completely full when I got there, so I had to park in a spot on the street almost a mile away.
Number 1. What event are the speakers discussing? Number 2. How will the event be different this year? Number 3. What problem did the man encounter at last year's event?
Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation.
Ms. Delgado, now that it's spring and the weather's getting nicer, more of us are riding our bikes to work. But the one rack we have outside isn't big enough now for everyone's bikes. Could we get a second bike rack?
That's certainly a reasonable request. I've noticed that the area outside the front of our building is looking rather untidy, with bikes parked everywhere. Why don't we put the second rack by the side entrance?
The side door's actually closer to the bike path that a lot of us use to get here, so that would be very convenient.
Then let me call Jason in the maintenance department. I'll ask him to order the additional rack and find a good spot for it by that entrance.
Number 4. Why are more employees biking to work? Number 5. What is the woman concerned about? Number 6. What will the woman probably do next?
Questions 7 through 9 refer to the following conversation.
Hello, I submitted an invoice recently for an article I wrote for your magazine. I'm calling to find out when I'll receive payment.
Well, it depends on when we receive the invoice. Could I please have your name, and I'll check in the computer to see where your invoice is in the billing system.
My name's Tom Kennedy, and I wrote an article for the travel section of the magazine.
Oh dear, my computer just stopped working. It might take a few minutes to restart it. Let me call you back as soon as I have the information about when your payment will be processed.
Number 7. What is the purpose of the man's call? Number 8. What work did the man complete for the company? Number 9. Why does the woman have to call the man back?
Questions 10 through 12 refer to the following conversation.
Jacob, are you sure the art gallery's ready for the opening tonight? I was just in there, and it looked like a few of the paintings weren't very well lit.
I hadn't noticed that, but we can adjust the spotlights to make sure they're focused on the artwork.
Okay, I'll get a ladder from the supply closet, and we can do that right now.
Number 10. What event are the speakers preparing for? Number 11. What does the woman say there is a problem with? Number 12. What does the woman say she will do?
Questions 13 through 15 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Marcus. I heard the engineering team from our Seoul office is visiting next week to discuss the plans for the new wind turbine. Do you know who's coordinating their visit?
I am, actually. The schedule's pretty full. You didn't want to add anything, did you?
I was hoping that some of our interns could meet with them for an hour. I think the interns would really find it interesting.
Why don't you bring them to lunch on Tuesday? I was planning something casual anyway.
Number 13. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 14. What is the man concerned about? Number 15. What will the woman probably do?